Hey everyone, welcome back to more Flesh and Bad. And today we're going to be doing a little bit of a shakeup from the normal Zen and Acilio content. So I wanted to get some practice on some of the more competitive heroes. So, Zen and Acilio are not like A tier, S tier heroes. They're kind of like maybe like top of B tier for Zen, and then Acilio also like maybe like somewhere in B tier. But I wanted to try to get a little bit of some reps on some of the more meta heroes in the game, just to kind of build up my kind of experience for like what their tells are, what their kind of like strategies are, and stuff like that. And this is like the ProQuest Week 1 breakdown. So I think that we're gonna see a lot of like Aurora, Enigma, and Azalea, and like new Viserai. Like these are probably like the top 5 decks right now. Yeah, so in the interest of playing like a more meta viable deck, I wanted to let's play some Betsy. So I have with me today a Count Your Butsies list. And this list is a Count Your Blessings Betsy list, where we're running Ramp of the Rand's Head to basically get an extra point of value on every single one of our Count Your Blessings. Again, this is a tier 1 super competitively viable strategy. Again, I'm not going to show the meta breakdown again, but if you go back and check, Betsy is actually like the 6th most represented hero there. Don't fact check me on that, but I'm pretty sure it's like 6 or 7. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and run it. Again, we have kind of our Count Your Blessings package. One of these I'm just treating as like a random blue. And then we also have a little bit of like a game into Enigma if we want to like bore down the Count Your Blessings and try to run like the cut through the facades plus the pummel package. But this is the general idea, so we're gonna go ahead and give it a spin and see how it performs, which is spoilers probably terrible. But yeah, we'll get into the games. All right. We were playing against a Vynnset. They're going first. One thing I realized in between games was that I didn't have the tectonic plating, which synergizes with the Nerves of Steel. So I'm adding that back in. I think we do want our Count Your Blessings package, and then Pummel's probably not incredibly necessary against Vynnset. Reacts are generally quite good into her, but Oasis seems unnecessary. I think this is looking fine. Give me a run Staunch too. Sure. Actually, I'm not going to run it. Let's just run it as is, see how it goes. Alright, starting with a Bantam Wraith and Banish, which is pretty good. And a Funeral Moon. Not a bad start from our Vynnset opponent here. It's about 2 rune chance of turn 1. You do get a Sigil of Solace, though. Which is pretty good. If this was worded like the Acilio sigils, I'd be so happy. It's like if play as an instant if it leaves the arena game 3. That'd be really cool. Alright, we find our first Count Your Blessings. Interesting. We can Money Where Your Mouth Is Titan's Fist, but I don't really want to wager this all that much. What if we get E-Strike, Titan's Fist, go again, and then Arsenal to Count Your Blessings? I don't mind that, honestly. Just send 9 and then Arsenal this. Or alternatively, we send 7 and play this. Yeah, I guess that's fine. We'll go ahead and do go again. We'll just get our value where we can. I think arsenaling the Count Your Blessings is pretty fine generally. I'm hoping to try to fatigue this Vynnset, so that's why I'm running like 60. And the Emboldened pitching for 4 here turns on our Titan's Fist, which is quite strong. I think you could also run Tunic in this deck, but the Nerves of Steel for like daggers seems quite important. But again, this is like a meme deck, so not really thinking too hard about it. Okay, they find the white spread, but they don't have... Okay, now they have the rune chant for it. Let's see if they pay into Vynnset. We're effectively gaining 3 life here, and they don't have like a Reaping Blade or anything crazy. So I think we will go ahead and pay into... Or we're not going to pay into this rune chant. We'll pay into the next one. So we'll skip... How much is coming in for? Coming for 9. I think we can just safely skip all the rune chants, or skip pay 1, or sorry, cancel. This is unpreventable, so I can't pay the 1, but that's fine. Sorry. All right, so 1 is coming in. Pay 0. 3, we will pay 3 into this with the rouse, I think. And then this comes in for 9. We'll block with our whole hand here. Again, I don't think we're at too big a risk of fatigue against a Vynnset. And they obviously lose widespread value here because we're not banishing card from hand. They do get the flail though, but I think we're fine taking 1 flail here. Maybe actually a consideration to playing the count your blessings if we wanted to hold the 1 there. But I think it's fine to give them 1 rune chant. It does let them play out the Phantom Wraith though. That might have been a little bit smarter. Alright, we find the second count your blessings. Alright, they find a Malefic. Findals. Runeblood Incantation. Okay, this is all fine. They could play out the Phantom Wraith and keep an arsenal, which wouldn't be bad. But then we can send like CNC if we want to pitch Count Your Blessings at them. Oh, they're playing Machinations. Interesting. Oh, they're just playing... Interesting. Not... Arsenal even? Oh, yeah. Seems wrong. Or they are... Okay. Maybe they're trying to move to Arsenal. I'm just guessing. I have no idea. I'm glad we're returning to one of the competitive heroes of the game. We've been playing a lot of B tiers, and I want to play the S tier. You know what I mean? Okay, they passed, which is fine. So maybe actually here we just send a CNC pitching the 2 bet bigs, or like the pseudo bet big. Drink them on their table doesn't really do a whole lot. Yeah, I'm kind of fine just sending CNC here and then count your blessings. They don't have like a super insane armor suite. They could give us like the face purgatory here, but we'll get them with the count your blessings if we try to go for that. Oh, we could also be threatening pummel. I didn't even think about that. This does kind of look like a pummel. It's so funny. If you ignore the 2 reds, it looks like a pummel. It's pretty good for us. Take 2 cards out of your hand, gain 2 life. Pretty good. Oh, do we play out the blue count your blessings? We could play out like 2 of them and then pay to a bunch of rune chants or something. Could also just pitch it and save it for later. I'm not opposed to that, honestly. They are just kind of dying to themselves with Blood Debt. Oh, Warmongers is also funny. I didn't even consider that. I feel like the play here, so with this coming for 8, Malefic trigger's fine. First rune chant is unpreventable. So I think we'll pay 0 here, take the 1. Then we do have... You pay 1 into the count your blessing, or we can pay 1 of this, then count your blessings if we want to just develop it out in graveyard, which is probably smarter, honestly. Pay 1 here, pitching this, and then we'll just skip all the other ones. Skip all the chants. We'll play out Warmongers on their turn, hoping to kind of fuck them over a little bit. Yeah, but this seems good so far. Go to 31 and then go back up to 33. Is that how this card works? I forgot. Okay, they do have creepers though. Me trying to get that Phantom Wraith out of their arsenal. Machinations. Oh yeah, so they do get a rune chant from this closing. Sure. Then they can do 3 and 1. So maybe we do want to just pitch here and then Arsenal the Warmongers for a better turn, because they're only going to have a 4-card hand next turn, which is not, like, insane. Pay 1 here. Pay another 1 is fine. We can pay 1 more. Comes in for 6 overpower. I think we say the blocks here. Just save our armor. Then we'll play out the Counter Blessings. Alright, 28 all. We're sitting on a Warmongers. They do have a flail, which we also should have paid for because I'm not paying attention. I'm dumb. Yeah, so we should have not paid for one of the rune chains and kept 1 floating for the rampart. But I guess they don't have to activate this if they don't want to, but it's maybe right to respect it. I can see that being the case. Oh, no, sorry, wait, whoa. We did not want to play this out. Oh, sorry. We pass, and then we Arsenal this. I guess we now are revealing to them that we have a Warmongers, but that's unfortunate. Alright, developing out another Rune Blood. So this is why we didn't really want to play it out this turn, is because I think this is going to be their setup turn. I do want to try to get skull cap value here if we can. Alright, I swear to God, I'm going to pay attention to the go again this turn. So Malefic comes in, not paid to Vynnset's ability. We will go ahead and pay 1 here. They do not have go again on this, notably. Pay another 1. And then, do we want to take 1? Could. I think it's maybe better to pay the 1. Then we block 4 here and then develop out the Count Your Blessings. Or alternatively, we can block 6 here and play the Warmonger's Arsenal to Count Your Blessings. I feel like that seems a little bit better. Yeah, just set up the Warmongers for next turn. Seems okay. They haven't seen their widespread yet, which the Count Your Blessings is obviously going to be very good into. We've taken a little bit more damage than we should be taking from the flail. Warmongers, I find, is best when you have your opponent basically on a 5-card hand, because they're not able to develop out that 5-card hand generally. Looks like both players chose War here, which is fine, because we're most likely not even going to have a turn. I'm just basically trying to slow them down. Alright, so they have the Malefic, 4 rune chance. We'll go ahead and block these out, I think. Having a hard time using the skull cap. Maybe this is our opportunity to use it, though. This doesn't have go again yet. Block 2 here, then we can gain 3. Seems alright. Might as well do it now. I will find an opportunity to use the skull cap. I promise. On our turn, we're just going to Arsenal this, obviously. Do have to be a little bit scared of the runes, but it's a pretty decent hand, honestly. Stack has a pretty high blue count, generally, so I think we're actually pretty good into Rune Blades if we can just live through what they're doing. Ideally, we want to try to take a little bit of damage here. Develop out our armor a little bit. Although I do want to save it for on hits. Although Vynnset doesn't have a ton of real on hits. It's mostly just combat chain closing or like if you dealt damage, which is kind of a lot harder to deal with. Banished a Bounding Demigon. Interesting. They're playing out a Deadwood Dirge. Sure. You don't have anything rune gated yet. This might be another setup turn. I'm not sure. The one thing I do like about this pile of trash I've created is that we are able to sometimes like play out a bet big randomly if they just like take an off turn. So we have 6 rune chance here. They're not paying into any of them. We can block 6. Well, I think I want to take at least 1, right? So I think I am going to pay 0 and then pay 5, and then we block with the Rampart in the bet big. Does that make sense? Then we're losing out on the counter blessings value. So we will... They're making Eloquence, too. So yeah, we'll go ahead and pay 1. Pay another 1. 1 more. And then we can take the next 2, I think. And then just develop out the counter blessings, I guess. With the Rampart. And we still get to sit on sync, which I think we're more than fine with. So we'll block with the Rampart and the bet big. We'll pitch the Towering Titan and then play the counter blessings just to get it out of our deck, I think is reasonable. Still haven't seen a lot of our reds yet. Pay 1. We did take some Rune. Oh, also, I said I was going to block the Skullcap, but as you can see, I'm not paying attention. Although we can't really use the bet big super well if we do that. Okay, they're playing a Funeral Moon, which does have Go again. Okay, so they are able to play more stuff out, which is fine. Means we can maybe use our Sync Below here and our Skullcap if we get the opportunity. All right, Bounding for 1, or for 4, and then Rune Chant for 1. They did also close chain, so we do have access to the Rampart again. And this is till end of turn, which is really good for us, right? So we can pay the... Oh, this is unpreventable, so we don't pay anything into this. And then we can block 3 here, and then count your blessings. Seems pretty good. Wow, Rampart's actually kind of gross against Vynnset. Huh. It's pretty nasty. All right. This is counter blessings number 4. I think we pitched 1 early on. Back up to a healthy 25. Sitting on a Sync Below still. They have 1 Rune Chant developed, basically. So I think we're sitting fine here. We find other Warmongers, which is also going to be pretty rough for them. Another Malefic. Deathly Whale. Vynnset, sure. Paying the 1. Alright, so they are forcing it through here. So we will take the 1 there. And then we can block another 1 here. We'll block with the Terra Sunder, I think. It doesn't really matter. Another 1's fine. This comes in for 8. Pretty much block 8. Losing the skull, getting rid of the Skullcap now is honestly fine. I think it's a little bit of a liability. Liability in terms of like whether or not we're going to be able to get value out of it if we're developing out counter blessings later on. All right, they do get a healthy amount of rune chance. We have the Warmongers to really mess with their plans next turn, hopefully. This is the second Warmongers, I think, right? Yep, second one. Choose War, because we're warriors. All Blue Hand is nice, although this doesn't really do a whole lot. You do have the Sync Blow, though, which is very good. They also don't have armor if we want to Terra Sunder. That's pretty good. So I think we are hanging the Rune Chance here. So we'll go ahead and pitch the Rouse. I think we are going to just Terra Sunder them just to keep them off tempo. Pay another 1, pay another 1, and then we'll take this 1 here. Then we will Sync Below. Yeah, Sync Below, we'll Terra Sunder them. That seems really good, especially when they're at no armor, basically. It's a pretty good pivot, honestly. If we can just keep him off more cards next turn, I'm very happy with that. Oh, but I'm a dumbass. Oh my god, I forgot about the fucking whoremongers. Ah, yes. So the play there was to not do that. The play was to block with our full hand. Okay, well that is a lesson learned for next time. God damn it. I forgot about the stupid thing. It's so easy to forget about Warmongers, especially if you're the one casting it. It needs to be like a giant text box in the middle of the screen, just like a giant, like, make it like the background of the entire arena, honestly. Alright, let's see if we can still win from that position. Although, like, it's probably fine, to be honest. Like, we're losing out on a ton of value, but we're losing out on a ton of value by playing this deck anyways, right? Okay. They're doing a lot of things. So coming in for 12 total. What if we just take this and Terrace under them next turn anyways? Like, what do they do? We have the Embolden and Buckle, so this is getting pumped. Fuck it. Let's just take all this. And then we get Arsenal to counter blessings. It's a little risky, but like disrupting a Vynnset's pretty good generally. And they don't have any rune chance. We'll get our armor value now. Going to 11 effectively, but plus 3, so it's like 14 seems pretty alright. Yeah, it seems fine. Like, we punted pretty bad there, but it's a Vynnset. What are they going to do? You know? Sure. So we tear asunder. And then Titan's Fist. I think they're pretty much screwed. They have a blood tribute. A yellow blood tribute? Are we in Pisserai constructed? For those of you who don't know, we have a friend who had a yellow Viscerai deck that I think he sent to LSS and called it Pisserai. So anytime I see a yellow card that's like a random yellow card, I just think of Pisserai. It's very funny. Yeah, shout out to Steven, the legend. Alright, we are going to get the last two cards out of the hand, and then they banish basically whatever's left, I assume, unless they have some kind of weird react here. But it's a pretty good setup turn for them, honestly. It's not terrible. And then whether or not we're able to even play out our next hand is anyone's guess. Although we can always like count your blessings and do something, so it's probably not terrible. They are running out of deck a little bit faster than us, I think. Then we'll play out a Sigil. All right, we have the last count your blessing star, so we find another one, which is quite good. Popping the Vex, interesting. Okay, I have widespread, sure. So you can pay 1 here, and then double count your blessings, and then block with like CNC or something. Seems fine. Do we want to just pay into this to avoid having the random banish? Can we even block all of it? Yes, we can, right? Because we pay 4. Yeah, we can't. We can block all this if we want to just avoid the random banish. I think we're going to do that, honestly. So we block 4 here, pay the 1 to the shield, and then we pay the other 2 into the counter blessings. Seems quite good. Then we just have the other one in our arsenal for the next widespread, which they've only seen 1 of so far. We'll just play this out now, I guess. Alright, go back up to 21. Pretty solid, honestly. And then we'll arsenal this guy. They have no rune chance set up, so it's going to be tough for them. They do have an eloquent and banish though, but they've not had their creepers up. I forget when we destroyed their creepers. I don't know if I was actually intentionally trying to do that. Was it last turn? I might have destroyed last turn. I've not been paying attention. I just came from an armory where I fucking went 1-3 as a Cilio, so my brain is fucking melted. 4-card hand. I don't think they can do much without any like real setup. Although Funeral Moon does get them part of the way there, so they can Deathly Will and do something. Just passing. Okay. Well, we have free reign for the bet big if we want it, which I think we're gonna do. Yeah. Do a Count Your Blessings, and then just send the bet big. Although wagering is like, maybe we do just wager. Fuck it. They're not gonna block this. Like if they block this, I'm thrilled. Like ain't no way they should block this right now. Oh my god, they're blocking with a haunting? Fascinating. Uh, okay, they're also running Sync Blow. Interesting. Sure. Like, I still think this is fine, because, like, how are they going to use the Vigor and the Might next turn? I mean, like, they can use the Might, sure, but, like, are they going to be able to use it well, I guess is the question. Okay, they do have Mauve. Okay, maybe they can use it a little bit better than I thought, but I'm not... I still don't feel very threatened just yet. So I think we will just keep paying into these. We do need to make sure we're blocking 7 on this, which we can do. No, we can't do. No, we can because I have a sync in Arsenal. So we'll just keep paying into this. Just deny all the rune chance. Should hopefully kind of like choke them out of resources here. They do have go again, which is, but I did want to deny the rune chance, so I think that's fine. I think we'll sink, and then we'll probably just end up sinking the money where your mouth is. Draw Stamp, which is actually pretty good if we want to just Rampart here. Assuming they're going to flail. If they bounding, I think we just block. Sure, so flail. I do kind of want to deny them the setup. I think I'm just going to block here. Keep another blue in our deck. Seems okay. It's effectively the same. Basically sitting at 32 here. Oh, they did lose a life, so they do get 1 rune chant here. So that's pretty good for them. We still have 3 Count Your Blessings left to find, though. So again, I'm not super scared. All right, here's another Pisserai staple. The yellow blood. That's fascinating. Why yellow? Does it just fit the mana curve better? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you just don't need op 3. I think that's like semi-reasonable, honestly. Again, I don't really know. A lot of reds and yellows in this deck list. I'm not saying this is wrong, by the way. Like I do not follow Vynnset at all, so Yellow Blood Tribute could be the new fad. I have no idea. It's just I don't know. I just laugh every time I see yellows. It's so funny. Oh god. All right, popping the gold, which is fine at this point. Still haven't seen 2 widespreads. Malefic is also fine. I feel like we're fatiguing them pretty fast here. Part of me almost wants to let this hit. Oh, they're even paying into Vynnset. Okay. So the first rune chance coming in, not pay that. And then second rune chance, we can pay that if we want to, but it's also not necessary. It's probably fine. We can cover up a breakpoint with the shield. Oh, this does come in for 5. So, oh yeah, because of the Shadow Puppetry. So this is still fine. They have go again. We can pay into the Rampart afterwards. It seems okay. Still have the Sigma of Solace. Alright, we can pay 1 here. Block 1. And And then we could Warmongers, and then we're gonna try to not forget our own Warmongers this time. Do CYB decks typically do good against Vynnset? I don't feel like that's true, but maybe that's true. I have no idea. Can you like fat deck as Vynnset, or does Vynnset typically not have a ton of like sideboard cards that you can do with? Because I think they're only running like 60. It's hard to say. Who knows? I think I will probably just Warmonger some next turn, especially if they're sitting on an Eloquence. Seems fine. Although if they choose one or the other, they're probably just going to keep the Eloquence, I assume, at some point. Still at 28 effectively. You got the last 3 CYBs in the deck. What colors do we actually have access to? We have one of each. Choose 4. This deck actually chooses war pretty well. Although, as I say that, I draw the money remount. This is just like only like one of our non-attack actions, pretty much. Oh, I don't think we're gonna use it. I imagine we're just okay. Looks like they're off of it, which is very understandable. This deck is kind of stupid. We even like punted really bad and we still got there. But yeah, that's understandable. Oh, do I think I can beat a Verdance? Fuck it, let's try. Into Verdance, do we want to go first or second? Probably first. I have no basis for whether or not that's good. We'll run our Arcanite plus Arcanite Fortress, and then probably do want the Null Rune Boots. And then Count Your Blessings are in. CYBs are in. What else is in? Sync Pelosi out. And then what else is out? Warmongers doesn't seem great. You can also see like E-Strikes not being amazing. Let's cut like fucking bet big. I don't know. I don't have a strong argument either way. I think we do want to run a clean 60, but I don't know what the fuck the clean 60 actually even is. All right, we'll start with Count Your Blessings. And just Sigil of Solace. And then pass. Arsenal Oasis. Seems fine. Pretty good turn 1 for us, honestly. Just up 6 life. I think we will go ahead and pay 1 just because it kind of fits our curve a little bit here. So we'll pay 1 with like Towering Titan. Not pop the Fortress. I'm going to turn this off actually. And then I'm going to forget about it on the turn they pop off. Auto switch for 5 is fine. Lost me, okay, sure. So we can pretty efficiently block 5 here and then just Count Your Blessings again. Sure. So we're basically forcing them to set up like the Omega combo here if they want to keep going. Again, we're up 49 here, which is pretty solid. We're not really under threat of them like killing us, especially when they don't have like any setup. Like if they had pots out, it would be a little bit scarier, but right now I'm not very scared. Scar for Scar is interesting in Verdance. I guess it kind of makes sense. You are at generally like a slightly lower life total for most of the game. All right, what does this hand do, if anything? Not much. I think we're just gonna block here. Probably just aim to Titan's Fist at some point this turn. Bring us down to 48. Do you need to be a little bit worried about Skullcap? I think I will keep paying into this. We may also could have like paid in the Rampart there. Sure. This is fine. We will just pitch the Rouse here, I guess. Save for second cycle. I was thinking about putting like one cheeky Pulverize in the deck to actually like turn on the Rouse, because currently there aren't a ton of ways to do that. We are sitting pretty on basically Spell Void 6 here, so they have to have like a pretty big pop-off turn if they want to like go crazy. We'll still keep paying into it. I don't know if it's right, but Seems fine. Scar for scar, so again, I don't think that paying into it was terrible there, because now we can just cover the breakpoint. Stay super healthy. No reason to take a ton of damage against the Verdance. Playing another healing pot is fine. We get to CNC, which is good. And we still have sitting on this for any like plow unders that they have. Yeah, I'm not upset about this at all. Hopefully the CNC is also a little bit annoying. All right, love to see 2 Mind Warps gone. All right, we have also managed to deal 1 damage net this game, which is very funny. So we have Felling of the Crown coming in. That's fine. Oh, they're not even decomposing. Ooh, that's not great for them. Oh, I guess they can't play it if they... Interesting. Interesting. Huh. Sure. Do we care? Like a little bit, maybe? How much money we remount this? I think we're fine pitching the counter blessings into the deck. Then we can wager this, actually. It's kind of spicy. Sure. We don't have any cards in hand, so there's no downside to wagering here. It's actually a really good card. Goddamn. Drink them under the table. Is this the first time someone's played this card? Might be. I'm kidding. There are actually like a lot of people who play Betsy. Like at least 2 people that I can think of off the top of my head. Okay, this is another Betsy hand. Potentially insane Betsy hand. I guess we have to play our residual solaces. It's kind of funny. All right, we see a rampant growth save for pitch stack. It's a little bit spooky. Am I kind of fine just blocking this? Could send 4, like take 4, send 4. Yeah, just block it. It's fine. I don't know what the max ceiling on a Verdance turn looks like. I guess we're about to find out. Like, can Verdance even deal with counter blessings? They probably can, but like, how, I guess is the question. I feel like they have to like be a bit more aggressive and like chip me a little bit more than they are, but I have no fucking idea. We see Surgeon here. It's probably fine. I think I'm still gonna keep paying into this. Oh, the 2 rampant growths are now pitch stacked next to each other. That's a little scary. So Nervous Steel is pitched. Again, I'm just doing this because I'm assuming I'm gonna ramp it at some point. Which looks like we are. Could just develop out this Oasis if we want to. Kind of seems okay. We just blocked. Block 1, block 2, develop out the Oasis, and then on our turn we just drink them under the table again. That doesn't seem that bad. Sure. I don't think we need to sit on this Oasis that bad. Then we'll Oasis. We'll target the fruits. And my Rampart is like taking up half the screen. Okay. We'll drink them again. Basically no downside of this card, right? And we can pay 2 for Betsy. Oh wait, the mana is actually insane. Or the I totally forgot that Betsy actually has like a thing you can pay 2 to do. That's crazy. What a well-designed hero. Oh god. Free card draw? Nuts. That's basically like a Felling of the Crown. But better. Do I Arsenal this? Sure, why not? They have a fellow. If they have like a plow under, fine. They can just tap this. I don't really care. Maybe we play it and see if more wonders is actually been to Verdance. I don't think it is, but Sure. Then what's the play here? Surgent into something, presumably. I think we're fine paying 1, especially when we have a Count Your Blessings in hand. I'm assuming there's not a follow-up here, but they could have a follow-up. Alright, we will Count Your Blessings before the end of the turn. Go back up to 53. Skullcap is not going to be getting a ton of value this game. Do we go again into Warmongers? It's kind of funny. They can't Surgent. Actually, this is kind of nuts. Yeah, we'll go again Warmongers. Fuck it. Like, it's actually going to fuck with them because they can't weapon attack and also spell in the same turn, right? Wow. Incredible Verdance tech. Alright, they do sink below. And they did end up sinking a card here, so that's fine. Wow, what an insane draw off the Drinkum. Goddamn. This deck is cooking. Wheelchase War. Alright, Channel Millennium Tree. It's also very funny that they can't Surgent here. But they're probably, like, okay with that, maybe. Yeah, they just Pulsing Aether. But they're losing out on, like, 8 value. It's pretty good. Although they do get to keep the Channel Millennium Tree around for their turn. So I think we're going to do the same thing here. Alright, they gain the life. Pay 1 with the nerves, probably. Do we Arsenal to Rouse the Ancients here? Maybe. It's probably not a terrible Arsenal. It's just like, how do we ever turn this on? We just need to draw our 8s. But we did also cut our bet big. Did we cut our bet bigs or was that the last game? I can't even remember. Again, it's like 11 at night, so my brain starts to get fried by the end of the day. Alright, we do get the Titan's Fist for 4. And then we can just Arsenal Arouse. If they plow under us, like, who cares, right? We do have to be a little bit concerned about their combo, but, you know, that's how I do sometimes. I think the next Oasis we find, we're probably going to try to sit on. Alright, Tree is definitely scary this turn, though. Playing on another Tree. Okay, that is terrifying. Do they have anything, though? Maybe? They've been sitting on the card in Arsenal for a while. I think we're still going to try to Warmongers them next turn. So if that's the case, maybe we pitch the Buckle here? Then what do we do with this? No, maybe we just pitch them anywhere Mouth is. Sure. I kind of want to Warmongers them again. Is that too greedy? Might be a little too greedy, but it might be fine. So we'll Count Your Blessings. Play out another Warmongers on their tree turn. It's kind of funny. This is what Flesh and Blood is all about. Gaining life, you know, not using your armor, treating your life as an infinite resource. Such a stupid fucking card. I don't think it's like powerful enough to be banned, but I think it's just annoying. Like the card is annoying enough to be banned. Like I think it just makes armories take too long, is in my experience. I think it's just like, I don't know. It's like, what are you even doing here anymore? All right, we'll war again. This Rouse might sit in my arsenal for a little bit, but we can always actually play it out, which is fine. I'm hoping they actually like plow under us at some point. That'd be kind of nice. Oh, they're choosing war. Interesting. Alright, pitching 2 Earth cards. Okay. Still just keep paying 1. Stay nice and healthy. I think we are going to do the Mythical Rouse for 0. And then we just sit on Oasis for the rest of the game, and then I don't know how they win from that point. Because we just cover a decent chunk. They can like triple stack us, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how good that actually is. Rouse for 0 is a legal thing you can do in the game. Try to trick him with the lunging press. All right. Arsenal, the Oasis. We are 15 points above our starting life total. We find a second Oasis, which is not bad. Could actually be useful this turn if we want to cover some of the Surgeon, which I think we honestly might. This is their second tree, so we do have one more tree to worry about. But I think we're fine to cover this, because we're just sitting on the other one. Although, maybe that's like greedy. Maybe we're supposed to like pitch stack it. Because they could have like plow under at any point. Phase 0. So that might be a little bit ambitious. I wonder if that cost me the game. Just not like pitching an Oasis. It could definitely, but I don't know. All right, Blossoming Decay. Wow, they still have not turned on Verdance like at all. It's very interesting. All right, we'll block here with our... I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Just block Buckle, and then I think we're fine to take a little bit of physical damage. Gain 7 here. Net be at 5. Oh shit, they have the fucking Poison the Well. Okay, that's what they were saving it for. They are fully teched. Insane. Wow, I've been hard countered. I should have seen it coming. Sure. That's pretty good, honestly. Maybe that is the hard counter. I think we're still just going to keep paying. This hand's not very good. Would ideally like to hold on to this Arsenal, but I don't think it's the end of the world if we lose it. I'm still very curious what, for science purposes, what the max damage out of Verdance like pop-off turn is. If they like triple, if they quad Rampant, how much damage is that? Is that even a thing they can reasonably do? Maybe. Into an Autumn's Touch. Can block 3 here, send 7. Seems okay. Should keep trying to chip him down. I could also see just full blocking that to be right. We do have a lot of work to do. Especially after that poison. This is a pretty good Poison the Well. Alright, another healing pot is fine. Sure. So here I think we'll just send 6 IP2. Did we pitch our pummels together? I think we did. It's a little bit unfortunate. I think maybe we were supposed to be trying to pitch stack our Oasises. So maybe that's the punt of this game if there was one. Alright, activating the bark skin. Go to... They don't. They still lose their arsenal here. I think they might have thought they had 4 Earth cards. We destroyed another destructive, which is pretty good. Alright, do we think they have another Poison in the Well? I'm hoping the answer is no. Can block 3 here. Or we can actually block 4 here, right? Pay into the Rampart. And then count your blessings. No poison? Oh, I fucking had it again. God damn it. Ooh, that's brutal. Okay. We are fucking fully teched for Betsy. Sheesh. Okay. 4 again. This might just be like sideboard tech. Honestly, like 2 boys in the well basically kind of guarantees that you win into CYB, I think. They have a third one, we're pretty much toast. I was kind of hoping we'd be able to sneak it in there. But yeah, they have like 1 random card in hand. I think it's probably right to still go for it. Like, as opposed to like sitting on Arsenal or something. Alright, so this is what I was a little bit afraid of. So this is maybe why... Well, actually, we can actually use this to pitch stack it if we want to. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe we just let this happen then. Very interesting. I think we let this get plow under. So it's just in our deck. Right? That's how this card works. Puts it on the bottom. So they have basically created a pitch stack for us. We can then block 6 here. And I hope that this might actually line up with their 2 rampants. It might be pretty close, because we are also thinning on deck a little bit. So you do have that to be concerned about. But we will just keep E-striking them. Just trying to strip 2 cards out of their hand. If I had to guess, this doesn't seem like a great matchup, especially if they're on Poison the Well. But who knows? Alright, taking 4 potentially here. Okay. They do also have 3 healing potions developed out, which is scary. Alright, I think we will go ahead and pay 1 here because our hand doesn't do much otherwise. They have like felling, we're also fine, I think, to just block 7 on it. Or even 8 probably. Do you have 1 more Millennium Tree to worry about? So let me think about what the actual pop-off turn looks like. If they have... Have I seen any Sigils of Solaces yet? I don't think I have. So if their pop-off turn is like... I think most Verdance is just main deck that card, right? So maybe there are 3 still left in the deck. I think we'll just full pay. Do you still have 1 plow under left? I don't really want to arsenal either of these either. Yeah. I think we're just going to IP ourselves here. A little bit unfortunate. Maybe we should have hold on to the Rouse, but the Rouse is also pretty low value in this deck. Yeah, this is fine. Alright, we'll continue to pay into it. Yeah, we have a pretty efficient way to like use our block cards. They're doing ability. Sure. Keep on paying for the pings. Into an earth form. So you block 7 here, Arsenal count your blessings. How likely do we think they are to run the 3rd Poison the Well? Is 2 enough? Or do they need a 3rd? I mean, we can basically never play around it. Or at least, I don't know how we play around it from this point. If this card in their arsenal is the 3rd Poison the Well, I'm pretty sure we're just toast. But otherwise, I think we're maybe okay. Yep, we'll keep on paying. I don't think Terra Sunder is going to be good here because they have the bark skin up still, so they still have like a decent chunk of armor. Blue Earth Form is interesting. 2 blue Alms Touch pitches. Could give another armor block here if we want to. We could also just give them an Earth thing, but I don't really want to do that. I think we're just blocking 6 here. Block 6. Pass. Do we just hold on to the CYB? I want to see if I can like IP. I want to see if I can IP them with Poison the Well. I don't know if that's possible. I'm partially thinking that they're on a third one. So here's the question: does Verdance actually do enough damage to get through CYB decks just without Poison the Well? I don't know if she does, but I want to see if I can make it a little bit awkward for her here. All right, felling is fine. I think we're gonna bottom a blue here, just so we have blue in our deck, and then we can block with a red to get it out of our deck. There's a little bit of a fatigue concern here, but we do have Titan's Fist to try to grind the game out. So we are down 6 cards. Well, actually, it's a lot more than that. It's like 11 cards. So maybe we do need to start fisting them. Although a lot of their cards are like arcane damage, so I guess the question is like, how much value are they able to derive from each of their individual cards? We do still have the Oasis in the deck as well for the combo turn. If they're IPing themselves on a Poison the Well, I think we're quite happy. Okay, it looks like they're going for it here, though. I don't think this bodes particularly well for me, but we can hopefully use the counter blessings to maybe control our life total a little bit. I think we're supposed to try to dip below here, maybe? Like dip below the Arcanite Skullcap value. So maybe I'm not supposed to pay into this. I feel like it's going to be a little bit difficult. We also maybe could have cashed in our Fortress at some point in the game. I thought they had maybe 1 or 2 more turns. I was trying to get that Oasis to line up, but maybe it just wasn't in the cards for this game. All right, so this is the double Rampant Growth hand. Sure. So we will effectively, we should be able to take 2 more damage when they're gaining the life. If they, well, it depends how they order the Verdance. So we pay 0 here. If they do it again, right, they ping another 1. It's a May trigger, so they can actually choose not to if they're smart. I feel like they're probably supposed to not turn on our Skullcap if I had to guess. But maybe it doesn't matter. That could also be the case. All right, double Rampant Growth, sure. Second Rampant Growth is fine. Okay, sure. Did they just not choose the other modes? Yeah, they didn't choose the other modes. That's very interesting. So here comes the third Rampant Growth. They're not choosing the other mode, which is very interesting. So we can effectively AB3 here, basically, but it's 21 damage, so I don't think we're really surviving this realistically. Well, let me make sure this is turned on as well. I did actually remember. So we'll pay 1 here, go to 7, which again is not ideal. Yeah, it looks like they probably just got us here up at amp 21. Oh, those poison walls were brutal. Well, we will go ahead and count your blessings. Just get the last one out of the way. And then can AB3, we could AB4, but I don't think that saves up. Oh wait, we should use the does the spell void save us there actually? I don't know. Someone do the math. But I think we're still dead there. No, wait, no, I think we're fine. Oh, I think we were fine if we popped that. Did I not pop that? Anyways, this is my stupid shitpost deck. Let me know if you want me to play more of this deck, because I totally will, because I'm a glutton for stupid decks. Yeah, but with that, I think we're going to wrap up for tonight, and thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.